Hey guys, what's going on? It's Titan here once again and welcome back to another OP class setup video. Now, it's been a long while since my last episode, so I felt like I should be doing one since lately I was just playing a lot with the M8 and pretty much I found the best attachments for it, which work also for getting one-shot bursts with it. So if you are enjoying the series, show some love by dropping a like on this video and also sharing it if it's not too much to ask, of course. But you guys know the drill and how the series already works, so first let me just mention some good and some bad aspects about the M8 before we jump into the attachments and perks itself. Now, the M8 is of course a burst firing weapon just like the XR2, however, it shoots in bursts of 4 unlike the XR2, which is a free burst assault rifle. This leads us to the first good thing about the M8, which is its fire rate. The M8's fire rate for being a 4-burst assault rifle is pretty good, and most often if you hit someone with all your 4 bursts somewhere in the stomach and upwards area, they will be a one-shot burst kill all the time. The next good thing is its amazing magazine size. It has 32 bullets, which is equal to 8 total bursts per one magazine, which is not bad at all. Usually that is pretty much enough to get a quad feed with the M8, but if you are really accurate and lucky, even a 5-man without needing to reload the weapon. The last good aspect about the M8 is its reload speed. Now, it doesn't reload the fastest, however, it can be really useful to reload cancel this weapon. Now, if you don't know what reload cancel is, pretty much when you reload you don't have to wait out, the full animation. Somewhere between the middle of the reload animation you can swap weapons twice and you will have a full magazine again, which saves you tons of times and saves you an attachment. Now, on to the bad things about this weapon. For some reason I cannot stand its iron sights, and that is why I always run a red dot sight or an elo sight on this weapon. Its iron sight is a really small and poorly designed sight, which doesn't really allow you to see and track people with your aim as you would with other weapons. However, on consoles it would be somewhat better since there is aim assist, but even then it is pretty hard. The M8 has some really weird kickback or recoil after each burst, and it doesn't have an insane recoil, but with that said, it can ruin one-shot one kills because it can kick so high that it pretty much makes you miss your last 2 or last bullets of your burst. But with all this said, we have the perfect class for the M8. Without any more time wasting, let's see what we have. And the first thing that you guys see on the screen is of course the elo sight. Since the iron sights are really bad, I prefer running the elo sight. However, some people also say that the red dot sight makes your aim more accurate, so you would have to just, test it for yourself which sight works better for you. The second attachment is stock. Now, this is very much needed since without stock your movement speed will be really slow, therefore it will make you die a lot of times because you are almost like a standing target when you ADS or aim down the sights. This will give you some additional speed when strafing, which helps you out tons in combat, especially against more than one enemies. The next attachment is long barrel. Now, this doesn't just improve your range, but it also improves your one-shot one kill on range 2, which just pretty much means that you will one-burst people more often than you would without this attachment. Long barrel is one of the most useful attachments on the M8 since it gives you an insane range, which also means that you will not get a damage drop off on a really long range, meaning if you shoot someone in the chest with a full 4 burst, it will be a one-shot kill. The last attachment is grip. Since the M8 has a somewhat higher kickback, grip will help you to keep the recoil way down. This doesn't just mean less weapon kickback, but it also means you get way more chance of hitting someone with all the bullets of your burst, and it will give you a higher chance of one-bursting enemies, which is really good. Now, these attachments are pretty much made so you can get tons of one-burst kills with the M8. However, if you would like some higher fire rate and the weapon kickback doesn't bother you, you can run stock, rapid fire, and long barrel. This is also pretty insane combo which I ran in the gameplay in the background and it worked like a charm. But onto the perks, and the first one that you see is Afterburner. I personally run this because I tend to use my thruster way too much and it gets me out of sticky situations a lot of time. But for console players, Flak Jacket would be a way better choice, especially if you don't have a scuff controller. The last two perks are Scavenger and Fast Hands. Fast Hands is a must since we are not running Quick Draw on the M8, and this makes you ADS way faster after sprinting, meaning that you can get your aim up a lot faster, which helps you in combat, and Scavenger of course, so you don't run out of ammo. But if you don't want ammo and you feel like you can get high streaks without it, I highly recommend using Hardwire to avoid tons of campers with trip mines. But this was today's video, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe to my channel if you're new. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay well, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.